Ah, what's up, guys? Alright, we're gonna be doing some focus on a word. Maybe we'll get on different ones, who knows. But we're gonna start it out with a word that I'm sure you've heard a lot here in the past 2 years: spiritual. Spiritual. What is this? Is this a state of mind? A higher state of mental awareness? Perhaps. Perhaps it's a state of no state at all. Are we, as not only humans but individuals, ready to ascend into a higher consciousness? You guys do understand what higher consciousness means, right? It means whatever's going on in this consciousness, there's going to be much more going on in that one. Okay? If you really honestly feel ready, you feel as though you've experienced all this reality, quote unquote, has to offer you in the way of knowledge, understanding, and understanding why there must be evil in order for you to live a seemingly good life. Do we not understand that our technology will never do us any fucking good as long as it does us, or you and me, the individual, more good than the group? Yeah, let's bring it back. Not only does it do me, the individual, more good than the group, but the individual, the only reason it does it so much, it does it anything, is because 99% of what you do on that fucking phone is entertainment. Ooh, watch this, play that, da 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 da, update that, download this, but da da. What is entertainment? If somebody told me to give fucking entertainment a definition, it would be 3 words: waste of time. Because that's all you're doing. After you get done with a movie, you waste an hour and a half. What? You wasted 90 minutes. Excuse me. After you've been entertained, you come away with nothing. You come away with nothing. Do we not put the pieces together as the newest generation of adults emerge with mostly no truth or lie? They don't know which is what. No notion of right or wrong. Worry of uncertainty when literally faced with unknown people or thoughts in an unfamiliar place and environment and atmosphere. Does it not scare you guys? Has the thought not run across your head? Sorry, has the thought not run across your mind that it maybe 40 years from now, your grandchildren, you ask them how many fingers they have. Better yet, you'll ask them how many hands they have, and they won't be able to tell you too. They'll hold them up right in front of them, and unless there's a button to push to get the desired effect, they won't have a clue. They won't have a clue. That is sad. That is scary. That is... There's not even words for it. There's not even words in this very literal piece of shit fucking dumb fuck language we speak called English. Oh my goodness, it is retarded. Very literal piece of shit language. I mean, you cannot disagree. I'm not saying that every kid is, but nowadays, children are lawless. They're lawless. I mean, they sit in front of a pad all day or a phone. A parent tells them to do something, all they hear is a, oh, I mean, it's like Charlie Brown, and they forget, didn't even know what the hell they were supposed to do. The mom and dad said take out the trash. 8 days later, there's trash all over the place and shit, and they're getting yelled at, and they're like, oh no, I did wrong, I'm so sorry, I get yelled at. Because I told you to take the fucking trash out 8 days ago, and you're still in here on your fucking pad. It'd be different if that kid was still in there 8 days later with a fucking person. Much less, it'd be awesome if my kid was in there 8 days later with a fucking woman, but not a tablet. Oh my God. Which leads me into the next problem. The parents have had all kinds of restraints put on their power. Their power to enforce their values, the way they see life, their morals, the things they've learned onto their children. Yes, sometimes that means you're going to have to beat. I'm not talking. And once again, we speak a very literal, fucking retarded language. Beat. Oh man, I hate it. Beat your children, okay? Look, I got my ass beat as a child when I fucked up. I got my ass beat with a little miniature fucking canoe paddle, and that's how my bitch hurt. But I deserved it every time. And the whole point of whooping your fucking child's ass is that when they're 30, they'll understand that they deserve it. That way they can do the same to their children. That way to ensure not only self-acknowledgement, but self-awareness. To be aware that you are yourself. And you as yourself can do anything. Can feel any way. And can sometimes not control a goddamn thing. And then you got to come to terms with that. And you can't even begin to do those things if you're not aware of yourself. And you'll never be aware of yourself as long as you got these fucking screens to stare at. The only reason I can say this, and I'm not saying I'm a better person, I'm not saying I'm a better generation, man, I'm not even that much older, okay, I'm 30 years old. My generation was the last that will ever grow up outside. I'm not talking about go outside to school and this. I'm talking about go home, go outside. What are you doing after school? God, we're going outside. We're going to play BB gun tag out in the fucking woods and shoot shit out of each other. I mean, we're going to hurt each other. And then we're supposed to do fucking chores as soon as we got home. You know, the last 5 minutes, mom and dad going to be home at 5. It's 4:55. I guess we might as well do the dishes and the laundry and clean up and vacuum the rug and everything before they get home. You know, last minute shit like that. But we got it done. These kids, everything's on a schedule, and if it's not on a schedule, they're staring at a screen that if it wasn't on and there wasn't a picture coming through it, then you're looking back at themselves, because it is a black, dark mirror. It's called a scrying mirror. A scrying mirror. If you do nothing else, pause this shit right now and look up scrying mirror. Google scrying mirror. If you got to Google, ask Google what the fuck a scrying mirror is. She ought to be able to know. And then, after you figure out what that is, now turn your phone off and look at it. Now imagine if your mind is putting that whole picture and everything you see and everything that's going on, if your mind is doing that. Because I'll ruin it for you right now. All scrying mirror is an occult mirror that is up on the wall, you know, for example, mirror upon the wall, who's the fairest of them all? She was talking to a scrying mirror. Because a face came back, it was a darker mirror. It told her what she wanted to hear, until it didn't. And that was all in her mind. She was the one who thought Cinderella was prettier than her. Nobody else. It's deep. Alright, I'm going to finish this up real quick. Parents are, you know, scared to beat their children. I'm sorry, but it's not being beat, it's being beat. We went over this. Why are they scared? Because they're scared of their neighbors. They're scared of their children bearing witness against them, judging their intentions for truth and motive and right, when the only motive they should have ever truly given their concern to was why, rather than take notice in the constant whipping, beating, raping, pillaging of our human rights. Or I'll rephrase it for you people who don't like that. of our rights as people, and a manipulation that has enslaved your brains and mine. Mine used to be enslaved too. You can get out. The manipulation that has enslaved our brains, feeding it money that in the instant seems to dull the pain, perhaps in some instances take it away. Yet sadly, that stack of paper will never make a bad person good or turn a lie to truth, mainly due to it being the fakest thing known to man, because it itself is man-made. I'm out. I hope that 10 minutes did something for you.